All right, good morning. Happy Friday. Oh my gosh, happy Wednesday. Um, I am outside today because ironically, outside is warmer than in my house. So let's get started. Whenever you see a green box, that means you're going to complete an activity. Today, you'll reread The Teacher Who Changed My Life by Nicholas Gage. However, as you read today, you will really focus on specific chunks of the text to determine what Gage's purpose for writing is within each section. Then you'll spend some time thinking about how a single event can serve to change the course of an individual's life forever. So the first, learn what a catalyst for change is, review key characteristics of a personal essay, read the text in chunks, and respond to specific questions about the author's purpose in each section to deepen your understanding. And then finally, you will work to identify text evidence that supports a claim about a central idea of a text. So if you need translated directions, let me get myself out of the way, kind of. Click on the links. Those directions will pop right up. You just click. Okay? So today you will read the text, The Teacher Who Changed My Life. You can find a PDF of the full text linked here. Don't forget that the paragraphs are numbered rather than indented, and those numbers will be important as you complete your work today. You can also access an audio version of the text here for additional support as you read. Definitely use that audio version. We know from experience that hearing a text being read to you, it makes it a lot easier to understand the text. So today we will deeply focus on different chunks of the text to determine the author's purpose, which will help us to better understand a central message. We'll clearly see how an author has different purposes in the same text. They are all linked together to help us understand the larger purpose overall, the message he or she wants the reader to take from the text. In order to better help understand one of the central messages in The Teacher Who Changed My Life, we'll spend some time getting a solid understanding of a catalyst for change. Take a look at the next slide to find out more about this phrase. So, catalyst is a noun. So catalyst has more than one meaning. Sometimes you can use it to describe a process in science, or you can use it to describe a process in society. So process in society would be something that relates to what we talked about last week, where the fire created a large amount of change as far as the conditions that workers were working in. So drag and drop the images from the left to show that you know the difference. Where does it show catalyst in science, like a chemical reaction, or where does it show catalyst in change, like an event? Okay. So remember, characteristics of a personal essay. This is something that we had in the last slide on Monday, so you should be able to remember that. If you don't remember that, obviously it's right here for you, so you can look back. So for 1 through 6, there are multiple choice questions. So all you really have to do is drag and drop, copy and paste. So you're going to copy, and then you're going to paste. Again, I don't know if that's the right answer. I just pasted it just to show you. Okay? So then part B is going to have textual evidence. You're going to put textual evidence that you find in part B. So blah, blah, blah. And then you're going to close your, then you're going to close your quotation marks. You're going to put the author's name, the author's last name, and then the page number. And then period. Okay? So you're going to type in the evidence. So for this one, you're not copying and pasting something, you're actually typing something in. All right, so the next one, it's going to be the same thing. Copy and paste, copy and paste. Next one, same thing, copy and paste. Maybe I'll go through the questions. That will be an effective use of my time. Okay, so what is Gage's purpose in using paragraphs 1 through 6 to start off his personal essay? So is he describing the impact? Is he describing the struggles in his early life? Is he explaining the moment? Or is he describing the impact Miss Heard had on his adult life beyond his career? So really think about why he used paragraphs 1 through 6 to start off his personal essay. Describing, explaining, and describing. So make sure you pay attention to those words because those are author's purpose words. So what is Gage's purpose in using paragraphs 7 through 12 to communicate his message? Again, describing, explaining, describing. These are author's purpose words, so make sure that you're paying attention to what the author really truly wants you to believe and you to learn throughout the text, okay? It's not about what you actually did learn, because a lot of the times when an author wants us to know something, it doesn't always translate the way that they want us to. You need to think into the brain of the author and determine what they wanted you to learn. If you didn't learn that same thing, you should be like, okay, well, maybe this could have been done. But you are thinking about what the author wanted, not what you actually ended up learning, because sometimes it doesn't always match up. And then, which of the following lines from the text best supports your answer to part A? There's your evidence. This one, you don't have to type it. You just have to copy and paste it. And then, same thing, author's purpose. What's the reason why he did or why he used 13 and 14 to communicate his message? So this doesn't mean like, why did he use those paragraphs? Why did he use the information he provided in those paragraphs? Okay. And then part B, same thing, evidence. You just don't have to type it. You actually have to copy and paste it. So reread the rest of the essay and respond to the question using text evidence. I'll say that again, using text evidence. You need to use text evidence. It's something that's very, very important, and it helps you in your analysis, and it also helps you to kind of check your work. So again, if you come up with a claim or an idea and you can't find evidence to support that idea, you should be thinking, wow, this idea maybe isn't the best and I can think of something else. Okay. Throughout paragraphs 15 through 21, Gage describes the lasting impact that Miss Heard had not only on his career, but on his adult life. What are some examples of this impact from this section of the text? Again, simple question. Just make sure that you include text evidence. If you cannot find the text evidence, then you need to realize that you need a better claim. All right, in paragraph 8, Miss Heard states, Nick, I want you to write about what happened to your family in Greece. This sentence reveals a central idea in the text, that the assignment served as a catalyst for change in his life. Based on what we learned earlier about catalysts for change, provide evidence to support this claim. So you're going to write a short argument to support the claim that Miss Heard's assignment served as a catalyst for change for Nick's life. So the claim. When Miss Heard stated, Nick, I want you to write about what happened to your family in Greece. Nick's life changed from that point on. So that's your claim. They already came up with the claim for you. So you need to have that support by your explanation. So the claim also included the evidence. So lucky for you, you also don't need to do that. Although I would have cited the evidence. But this event was a catalyst for change because now you're explaining your point and your evidence. How does your evidence relate to your point? So they did a lot of the work for you. All right, so if you need additional help with this activity, remember we learned about claims in previous lessons. This is just a kind of overview, again, of what a claim is. All right, so that's actually it for today. I will see you tomorrow. Grades close tomorrow, so you need to make sure that you get that extra credit work in by today at midnight. I don't want any of you staying up until midnight, so make sure that you do it during the day today. All right, so use the live questions doc. Check in for attendance, please. And yeah, again, grades close tomorrow. So, see you tomorrow.